One clue keeps showing up. Someone you've never met bursts into tears after receiving a life-changing amount of money. And somehow, for a split second, it feels like your victory too. That's the mystery. Why does watching a stranger become rich trigger emotions powerful enough to keep millions of people coming back for another episode? Most viewers assume these videos are simply harmless entertainment. Sometimes they absolutely are. Generosity is real. Celebration is real. But the format itself creates something more complicated. It repeatedly places the audience emotionally beside an extremely rare financial outcome, encouraging the brain to experience proximity as if it were probability. Behavioral economists have long observed that humans struggle with unlikely events. We overweight vivid stories and underweight boring statistics. A single unforgettable jackpot sticks in memory far longer than millions of ordinary paychecks, retirement contributions, or disciplined investments that quietly build wealth over decades. That is where the psychological trap begins. Every dramatic reveal reinforces the feeling that one extraordinary moment can rewrite an entire life. The uncomfortable question isn't whether these moments happen. They clearly do. It's whether consuming hundreds of them subtly changes what viewers expect from their own financial future. Notice how ordinary financial progress rarely receives the same cinematic treatment. Budgeting isn't edited like a finale. Paying down debt doesn't come with confetti. Compound growth has almost no visual drama. Meanwhile, instant transformation fits perfectly into algorithms that reward surprise, emotion, and shareable reactions. This doesn't mean creators are manipulating audiences in bad faith. Many genuinely want to inspire hope, but incentive structures matter. The format rewards extraordinary stories because extraordinary stories outperform ordinary habits. Over time, the edit itself can make statistical outliers feel emotionally normal. Another clue appears once comparison enters the picture. Watching enough spectacular wins quietly shifts the reference point. Yesterday, enough meant paying bills. Today, enough starts looking like the person who just received a check larger than most annual salaries. Expectations stretch much faster than reality. Ironically, that emotional high can reduce financial agency instead of increasing it. If dramatic luck becomes the mental model for success, slow decisions begin to feel insignificant. Saving another $100 seems tiny beside a $1 million reveal, even though one is statistically available to you and the other probably never will be. Perhaps the biggest reveal isn't about money at all. It's about attention. The more time we spend emotionally invested in someone else's breakthrough, the less attention remains for our own systems, habits, and decisions. That's a trade almost nobody notices because it happens gradually, one compelling story at a time. So the real question isn't whether you should stop watching these videos. It's whether you recognize what they're training you to feel. Entertainment can inspire generosity and optimism while also nudging expectations in ways that deserve scrutiny. Those two ideas can both be true at the same time. And maybe that's the final clue. Wealth isn't only about the money that enters your account. It's also about the stories that quietly occupy your attention every day. If those stories convince you that miracles matter more than habits, you've solved the mystery of why spectacular wins can leave ordinary viewers feeling strangely poorer. If this review made you question something you thought was just harmless entertainment, stay with Dr. Review. The next investigation won't ask whether a video is true. It'll ask what you were encouraged to believe without ever noticing.